The remaining IEBC commissioners and high-ranking members of its secretariat appeared before the Public Accounts Committee of the National Assembly Tuesday to respond to questions raised regarding their overall management of the 2017 general elections. Members of the committee specifically demanded answers regarding allegations of fraud in procurement of electoral materials at the time.
Submission of the relevant documentation, in bracket delivery note, invoice, inspection report, and S13, close bracket, of the initial partial delivery of 2 million seals.
The Commission, through its Chief Executive Officer Hussein Marjan, would admit that indeed money was lost by the Commission through the purchase of ballot boxes security seals a few days before the August 2017 poll. The loss, according to Marjan, was occasioned by failure by the company awarded the tender to supply the materials as earlier agreed.
On the issue of overshooting of price 10 times, Mr. Chairman, I acknowledge that if you look at the pricing for 5.3 vis-a-vis 49, 5.3 vis-a-vis 49, it's almost 10 times.
Yeah.
And therefore, I'm relying on the correspondence, which indicates that these are actually wire seals. But in terms of knowing whether this is reasonable or not, Mr. Chairman, I may not be able to make that judgment.
In the end, the Commission was forced to buy the 3.6 million security seals at 49 shillings per unit, compared to the initial 6 shillings.
If the security seals were meant for the 8th August elections, as indicated in your memo, why was the second consignment allowed in the warehouse much later after the elections?
Questions were, however, raised by members of the committee as to why the Commission single-sourced the electoral materials, a move the CEO defended.
This supplier had previously had also supplied seals to the Commission. But also through open tender, actually also he might to be the winner, and I think that is why he was given.
MPs also questioned why the contract with MS Far East Limited was not cancelled when it became apparent that it had failed to meet its obligations. Some MPs insist that the Wafula Chebukati-led commission has lost all the credibility from the public and must henceforth relinquish their positions to pave way for its restructuring ahead of next year's boundaries review process.
I believe it's high time that Chebukati and the two other commissioners should be persuaded to go the same way Isaac went, because that's the only way to pave way for the new commission. Because saying that we overhaul, we do what, we cannot do all these things when the chairman and two commissioners sitting in the office. So they should negotiate this, make sure that in fact Chebukati and the team are given their dues and pave room for new team.
Marakwet West lawmaker Kipkemoi Kisang is however opposed to the ongoing clamor to force Chebukati out of office.
Hii kazi ya kungoa hawa kila wakati. Every 5 years tunangoa hawa, hakuna, they all come afresh. Hakuna mtu akona experience, ile historical memory ya ile the other elections kusaidia. So the best thing to do, we advertise, get the 5 commissioners, get the CEO, wale wengine watatu waendelee na kazi. In another 3 years, term yao itaisha. Na ikiisha, we replace them.
Eric Biegon reporting for Channel 1 News.